Penis. Ready to go.
I'm going to eventually have to start editing that out.
No, the hell you're not. You edit that out, I quit the podcast.
Hey, it can be in the raw, unedited version.
My whole life is a raw, unedited version. Like, old dirty bastard. First song reference of the day. Old dirty bastard. Get some old dirty bastard in your life, kids. Especially before we get semi-popular or whatnot and we can't play money or we can't play songs on here anymore. Get some old dirty bastard in your life. Go ahead, Robert.
Welcome back to another...
Penis! It's my podcast. You got to do what I want.
Welcome back to another wonderful episode of Magic and Shit.
Shit this week being penis.
Oh, good Lord, Kyle.
Good Lord gave us dicks.
You got your show notes up this time, start?
Sure if I don't. I only have my emails up.
Well, because you brought up the topic you wanted to talk about this week, so I thought we could lead off with it.
Oh, you don't think I'm a professional and can't start without my show notes open?
Do you remember what it was?
What?
What you wanted to talk about?
I had multiple things I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about the archetypes. I knew that.
Archetypes? You mean like types of decks, like combo and aggro and stuff like that?
I'll talk about that if you want me to. I ain't scared. Now what?
What Kyle actually wants to talk about are the archetypes from Theros block, which were a set of 5 creatures. Each were...
5 what?
5 creatures.
5 what?
Enchantment creatures.
Thank you.
That ranged in creature type, power, and toughness, and their casting cost was slightly varied, but was a combination of colorless and then 2 of whatever color it was in. And since Kyle,
Google Docs open!
And since you want to talk about this, which one do you want to start with, or how do you want to tackle this?
How do I want to tackle it? One that's not going to get me fined or flagged. That's how. I'm going to head up like Roger Goodell wants me to. That's what I want to do. Roger Goodell, I just want to say, lots of people hate you and give you shit. And you deserve it. You deserve it all, buddy. You piece of fuck.
Do you want to go in Wooberg order? Your favorite to least favorite?
Huh? Nah, I don't want to do favorites, because then I'm going to end up talking about one at the end and realize it's my favorite one.
Oh, so you just want to go in Wooberg order then?
Yeah.
Alright, so first in white, we have...
Oh shit, it was the first thing on the notes. Ha, bitch, suck it.
That I typed. Anyways.
Yeah, whatever.
First one, Archetype of Courage. 1 white, enchantment creature, human, soldier, 2/2. Creatures you control have first strike. All of them have something in common. They give some sort of ability, and then say, creatures your opponents control lose first strike and can't have or gain first strike.
All that's on the card text?
No, I hadn't.
Yeah, because I was confused.
So creatures you control have first strike. Creatures your opponents control lose first strike and can't have or gain first strike.
This card is currently on the screen right now, so we sound dumb reading it, but it's cool.
Hey,
it's
some people
cool.
just want to listen.
Hey, Robert, in the editing process, shout out to you for putting all these pictures up, bud. Good job. Keep going. Keep going, man. Keep going. I don't know if this is going to make it to the actual podcast, but you keep editing them pictures, dog.
But all the archetypes have that same template of where they give an ability and say your opponent's creatures can't have it and lose it.
Wait, I need to ask a question. Do all the archetypes cost the same?
CMC-wise?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay. This one is 1 and 2 white, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they vary anywhere from 3 to 8.
What the Oh, never mind. My favorite one, Archetype of Endurance?
Yeah.
Green. 6 colorless and 2 green. Creatures you control have hexproof. Creatures your opponents control cannot have hexproof.
Can't have or gain hexproof.
Yes, it's my first favorite archetype.
Creature type. And
my second favorite
toughness.
archetype is Archetype of Imagination, which is flying, and y'all bitches can't have flying, right?
Correct. And it's mana cost?
4 and 2.
2 blue.
Yeah. Okay, so I know those 2 off the top of my head because those are by far my favorite 2. I didn't think I'd be able to do this, but there's 2 levels for these for me. Those 2
I'd say Courage is up there too, because First Strike's good.
Bro.
I'm not disagreeing that. I would say for me,
Courage isn't game changing. The only one that's borderline game changing is not. It's Finality. I feel like Archetype of Finality is the middle ground.
Which is 4 black. Creatures you control have Death Touch, and creatures your opponent control lose Death Touch.
And Medusa's on it. That's Medusa.
Okay.
Give a fuck what. Bitch! She'll turn you into stone if you doubt the power. Oh, baby, I like it raw.
Here, let's quiz you really quick, just because you like the archetype so much.
What?
All of these were originally printed in the Theros block in Born of the Gods.
Yeah. And Wu-Tang in the 36 Chambers.
Which one has been reprinted once?
Wu-Tang. Archetype of Imagination.
Yes.
Don't try to test me! Don't! That was a guess, though, but it was the first thing that came to my mind. I just went with it. I think it's been printed recently. Was it printed in the Versus?
It was a Commander set.
Okay.
2018.
Yeah, I'm pretty much a genius.
And the only one we haven't mentioned is Archetype of Aggression. 1 red. Creatures you control have trample. Creatures your opponent control lose trample and can't have or gain trample.
Not hating on trample at all. It's just stacked up against some good cards and some really good effects.
So what made you want to talk about this, Kyle?
I don't know. Really don't. That was a whole 7 days ago.
I mean, for me, if I have to pick 3 to always use, I would have to go with Courage, Finality, and Imagination. I know you like Hexproof a lot, but I'd rather have First Strike, Death Touch, and Flying.
I'd rather have my shit not be touched and then equip it as I see fit.
Equip what?
What?
Equip what?
This damage, bitch. I'll beat you in the face with it with my gore claw. What are you talking about? I don't need nothing. Because most of your stuff in green, or green and red, is big stomping. You're getting effects, or your cast of sorceries that's giving yourself trample and +X anyway. So, I'm good with hexproof, normally.
That's fair.
And it's one more layer of shit for you to deal with until you deal with, like, me or my commander or something. Like, it makes you waste a Swords to Plowshare on something that you really probably didn't want to put a Swords to Plowshare on. Because... Or don't. I don't care. Don't. Leave that shit alone.
You want to talk about those?
Talk about what?
Move on to how we were wrong about the Elder Spell?
Yeah. How I was way less wrong than you. Yep.
You guessed colorless. I at least guessed color.
So
the Elder Spell actually
I was
turned out to
2/3
be...
right because it's 2 in the black.
It's black.
Oh, fuck.
Sorcery. Destroy any number of target planeswalkers. Choose a planeswalker you control. Put 2 loyalty counters on it for each planeswalker destroyed this way.
This card has limited appeal.
Exactly. It is definitely primarily a way limited to deal with planeswalkers, even though it is a rare.
Give a fuck.
Obviously, they're putting it for limited a lot of ways to deal with the.
We just talked about a shit ton of archetypes. All them shits was at uncommon. Fuck you. Nope. Not doing
card that
that.
came out the same day that you and I were both more excited for. Casualties of War. 2 black, green, sorcery. Choose 1 or more.
Oh, this card is everything.
Destroy target artifact. Destroy target creature.
Boom.
Destroy target enchantment.
Boom.
Destroy target land.
Boom.
Destroy target planeswalker. I would say for 6 mana, though, I hope I'm at least choosing 2 of these, not all of them.
What?
I mean, you're probably at least always choosing 2 because, I mean, you can always just be a dick.
When the fuck would you not?
Yeah.
You gonna ramp out to cast this on turn 3 just to prove a point or some shit? Like, I don't get it. Because you're trying to say there's not enough targets, maybe? What? Like, this is my plug of the week. One of my many plugs of the week. Because I'm talking about the card Robert just named. Decimate, folks. Decimate, decimate, decimate. Just whatever you're doing right now. If you don't own a playset of Decimate, go out and buy whatever you need to get a playset of Decimate.
What does Decimate do, Kyle?
Everything the fuck you want it to do. And for 2, green and a red, off the top of my head, it's like destroy target artifact, enchantment, and creature an opponent controls. Something like that.
I think you got everything. Artifact, creature, enchantment, land.
And land. Yeah, that's 4 things. And a land.
And
a land. Ain't nobody out here destroying lands. Land destruction in Commander is great. Especially if you get that shit out early. Boom. I take out your Commander. And then I realize that you...
between the two of these, the key thing to point out is it doesn't say... A lot of times land destruction says non-basic.
True.
These just say target land.
Target land,
so
bitch.
You can destroy the basic.
Sometimes you want to. Sometimes
I'm not disagreeing.
Sometimes you do want to. Sometimes that person is sitting over there with 3 or 4 color commander and only one way to get one of the colors, and that one way is a basic land. Get that shit the fuck out of here. Get yourselves Decimates, kids. This is what this card is. And Decimates what? I'm gonna say 240, 250, some shit right now? Maybe more?
Top of my head, I don't know.
One of these days, I'm going to be a real professional. I'll pull up my price guide. It's on one of these open tabs in here. One of these open tabs. MTG stocks! Come to MTG stocks!
The most expensive one.
What?
$237 for the most
Damn, I'm good.
One.
Woo!
It's been printed 4 times. It's anywhere from...
Wolf of Wall Street.
Up to there.
It's me.
Was printed Odyssey originally, and then Conspiracy, Commander 2016.
Anybody asks for all that information, you can find them shits for $230. Go get you some.
Or for $1.50.
$1.50?
From what? Commander 2018.
Oh, get all them! I may buy one. No, I legitimately think I just saw one earlier today. I gotta sleeve the deck I built earlier today. I just gotta find
We're talking about removal.
What? You want me to leave?
No. Please don't. A couple other ones that came out for War of the Spark. D-Spark.
Bro, I need to see this card because I feel like you're not pronouncing this shit right.
D-Spark.
It's
the letters D-E and then the word Spark.
I'm looking at this shit.
White and a black instant. Exile target permanent with converted mana cost 4 or greater.
Why is this not on Mythic Spoiler right now? Is this even a real card?
Yes, it is.
He's making this shit up. I've already scrolled past 2 rows of cards and it's not there. It's not
If
real.
you're looking at the normal one, it's all by color and gold cards are at the bottom before. I'm honestly looking at Mythic Spoiler myself for this card.
No.
But anyways, I think this is just a great removal spell for Commander and for Standard.
The Spark. D-Spark. D-Spark. Like, you're taking something spark away? D-Spark?
D-Park.
Nah, son. D-Spark. D-Spark. We gotta pronounce this shit differently, because we sound... How are we supposed to say this?
D-Spark.
Nah, son. That's not cool. The S-Park. Yeah, there we go. The S-Park.
So what's your opinion on the card?
On what?
The card in general.
What card?
Would you...
Say it.
I didn't pay attention
Say
to what
it.
you said.
The S-Park, fam.
The S-Park?
Yeah. The S-Park, exile target permanent with converted mana cost 4 or greater. First off, compare this card to Mortify, because that's the first thing that came to my brain cells.
Destroy target creature... No, is it destroy or exile?
That's why I'm asking you, because I can't... It's something in
It's
the neighborhood.
creatures and enchantments.
It's on the same street. We're just trying to figure out if it costs more to live there. And
I know it's
are the features of this house something...
So Mortify CMC is 1 white-black instant, destroy target creature enchantment. This exiles.
Ooh.
So, you
What?
already
Nope.
have a benefit on exile.
I'm taking Mortify. I would still put this in a deck. However, I will pay that 1 extra mana to not have the restriction of 4 or greater. Yeah. But the other turn, I guess. How much stuff do I want to destroy that's indestructible? How much does that come up in my life?
I mean, it's not even indestructible. It's if it goes to their graveyard, they can recur it. If it's exiled, they can't touch it.
Okay, that's right.
Like, in my opinion, exile is more powerful than destroy.
It is.
Because, one, it just gets around indestructible to start with. But then it also means they can't recur stuff. Because it's gone forever. Unless you have one of the rare cards to bring something out of exile.
Okay, so the S-Spark is better than Mortify. It's a winner. This is your next Ravenous Chupacabra, folks.
Good call.
I'm telling you, that's what it is.
And then,
What was the other one?
what do you mean? A braid?
No, but that's up there. Fuck, there's one more uncommon in the past 2 or 3 years. Come on, Robert.
Oh, it was one of the blue spells.
Yeah, come on. Come on.
Shit.
Limited.
There's a counter spell.
Yep, come on. Fuck! Oh.
Nope. Why I want to say it was an Amonkhet. But that's about as far as my mind can think right now.
Oh. Well, I guess another one. Felidar Sovereign.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what you mean, oh?
Oh.
Ow.
Oh. Oh, it's magic.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Keep talking about it. Oh, I'm looking at this website, and I think I just chose a new commander that I want to build from more of the spark.
Oh, what's that? Since I've chose Feather.
Oh, what is it?
What did you pick?
I don't know.
Oh, I hate you.
I guess I can't do this. I'm looking at Storev Dev Corinne Lich, a zombie elf wizard with gills, it looks like. Trample. Whenever Storev Dev Corinne Lich, aka SDL, deals combat damage to a player or a planeswalker, return to your hand target creature or a planeswalker card in your graveyard that wasn't put there this combat. 5 and 4.
What made you want to build that?
I don't know, it's just sitting down here. 1, 2 black and a green, 5/4 with trample. And you get to play it with your graveyard.
But specifically Planeswalkers?
Huh? No. Return to your hand target creature or a planeswalker
okay.
that wasn't put there this combat.
Okay. So kind of like a Mael, but...
No.
Not a Mael, not Mael. Shit.
I'm happy I said no on the podcast, folks, because I was like 75% sure that it hadn't meant to do shit to do with what I was talking about.
Who's the black-green experience one?
Marin?
Yeah. Clan Neltoth. But I'd say that'd be your closest one comparison-wise.
Marin of Clan Neltoth? Nah, it wouldn't be. Bro, Marin is, like, broken. This is maybe a tier 3 commander tuned to tier 2.
I'm saying you could build in the same capacity that you would, like...
No, you can't.
You're still getting a creature back. The difference is you just can't get one that was put there this turn.
it doesn't come back to the battlefield either.
Okay, it's true. Okay, it never comes back to the battlefield. Never has.
This shit is like 2 or 3 steps slower
Yeah.
per turn than Marin is. Like,
But it'd be a perfect
a
card.
budget Marin is
Well,
better than the Toon version of this.
Well, the way a lot of people start Commander, it would be a way for somebody to start out. Like if they draft it, it'd be a perfect card for somebody to build around for Commander if they're just starting out.
Okay, you can't do that. Act like it's not a good card for someone to, or act like it's not a good card for someone to build, or it is a good card for someone to build just because it's compared to like Commander Powerhouse. You compare this to a Commander Powerhouse, and I stood up for Marin of Clan Neltoth. If you come to the table with the Starev deck and someone's playing Marin, you're gonna see a deck that works better than yours and cooler shit that you can do. I'm sorry. I'm not saying don't play Commander. I'm not saying don't build this deck. I'm just saying there's a better version of this shit out there, and it's Marin. Prove me wrong. If I'm wrong about this 4 years in the future and this is like the dopest deck ever because it's zombie elves and wizards, then I'm dumb. And I'll sell you one of my commander decks for half of what it's worth.
Yeah, just don't pick one of his budget ones then. Get a steal.
You still ain't gonna be able to afford that shit, bitch! I wish okay.
Another removal spell that's come out that will be a Commander staple, I feel. Definitely will be played in Standard, and I think has a chance for Modern. Tyrant Scorn. Blue-black, instant. Choose one. Destroy target creature with converted mana cost 3 or less. Return target creature to its owner's hand.
Somebody's falling to their death in this card. The hero with the magic sword slays the dragon. Not this time. That's what Nicol said. Yeah, Robert cares about this card for some reason. I just read it and I don't care.
I mean, you're fine. I would say even Commander returning a creature to its owner's hand. Between Modern and Standard, there's going to be so many things you can hit for converted mana cost 3 or less.
First off, when you talking to me right now, you need to talk to me like I have a commander deck that I've been playing strictly for a year and a half.
Get rid of...
Yeah. Like, what is this replacing in a Dimir deck? Since you want to mill people in Dimir. I already...
want to mill people.
Okay, but most of the time I kind of do. And I care about your graveyard.
Are you trying to play devil's advocate to my Scarab God deck right now?
No, I didn't even think about that shit, but you ain't put this in your Scarab God. So yeah, keep arguing against it. I'm telling you, I'm just doing this shit for Commander people. Don't get mad at me in your YouTube comments. This is probably real good and maybe a modern bomb and good and limited. I'm not saying that it's not. However, what I'm telling you...
Standard playing Esper Control.
Huh?
I'll see Standard playing Esper Control.
Okay.
I'm just saying it.
I fed my cat this morning. Let's talk about some other shit that don't fucking matter. Exactly.
I still... There's plenty of cheap different little creatures with effects that people play in Commander that are convert mana cost 3 or less.
Yeah, let's just talk about cards I'm more excited for.
Like what?
Bro, just get your fucking Tyrant Scorn out of my face. First off, Leyline Prowler is going to be a standard beast. Everybody wants Leyline Prowlers. That's limited. Pick one. Pick one, dog. Fight me. Because I'm right.
Sorry, I didn't even remind myself of what it does.
Yeah, he's going to be mad, folks. Here it comes.
Why
3.
anything would be mad?
Because I'm right. You didn't even talk about it.
If I have a shit rare, it can be a pack one, pick one.
What you mean?
I'll run it in sealed, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Draft, it could be a pick one if your rare is bad.
Okay. My rare ain't that good.
But also, a lot of people also say don't necessarily pick a gold-colored card as your pick one, though, in draft, because then you're kind of committing those colors, even though you should be willing to abandon your first pick, which is hard to do. But
Neoform, want that. Food chaining, folks. 2 weeks in a row. Neoform, as an additional... Yeah. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature. Search your library for a creature card. With converted mana cost equal to 1, plus sacrifice creature's converted mana cost. Put that card onto the battlefield with an additional 1+1 counter on it. And shuffle your library. Next turn, I'll play Pledge of Unity, and I will put a +1/+1 counter on each creature I control, and then I'll gain 1 life for each creature I control.
Okay, if you're finally wanting to dive deep on some spoilers.
Not really.
Okay.
We do this a different episode because we have other stuff to talk about.
That's true.
But I'm just saying.
I was just going to ask you what you thought about the finale spells.
What finale spells?
They're all...
Bitch, I didn't know he was getting an Ugin!
Yes.
Ugin sighting, folks!
He was in the stained glass...
Eat a dick! Colorless spells you can cast cost 2 less to cast, people.
I brought this up and you didn't care about it.
Exile the top card of your library face down. Look at it. Look at that card. Create a 2/2 colorless spirit token. And when that token leaves the battlefield, put the exile card in your hand. Destroy target permanent. That's one or more colors for -3. It's probably gonna be a $6 card. It's not that good, but it's cool. Oh shit! We got a vehicle sighting!
A what sighting?
Vehicle!
A what?
Vehicle!
Vehicle?
Boom! Parhelion the second. Flying, first strike, and vigilance. Whenever Parhelion the second attacks, create 2/4/4 white angel creature tokens with flying, vigilance, and attacking. And their bitches don't leave? Oh, shit!
What's the crew cost, though, Kai?
4, who gives a fuck? You can crew them shits with the angels you making. Yes! Eat a dick! This isn't broken! The creature tokens don't leave! Oh! You get 2! You better hope I don't have anointed procession on the battlefield! Oh! Yes! Cathar's Crusade, your bitch ass! Oh! God and everyone is getting +1/+1 counters. I want all these cards right now. Oh, God.
Well, if you want to
that was our spoiler card right there, folks. That was our preview card.
We got Finale of Glory, then.
I don't care. Where is it at?
X white sorcery. Create X 2/2 white soldier creature tokens with vigilance. If X is 10 or more, also create X 4/4 white angel creature tokens with flying and vigilance.
I'll take a playset, please. Yes. That's what I'm talking about, folks. The good shit. We finally got to it. Oh my God. Yes.
Are you looking at all the finales right now?
No.
Oh. What are you still going off about?
Nothing.
Have a little orgasm over there.
This card will probably be good and limited. Vraska's finisher. 2 in the black. When Vraska's finisher enters the battlefield, destroy target creature or planeswalker and opponent controls that was dealt damage this turn.
We talked about this in the first episode already.
Okay. I don't really have good memory. Okay, let's talk about something else.
Shit about trying to talk about cards.
Whatever. Oh,
There's
man.
all the bonds of 2 guilds.
If you folks could see these recording levels right now. Whew.
That make you happy?
No, we peaked quite a bit. Screaming, apparently.
Obviously. Jesus. Alright. So, since you just had your little orgasm about...
Parhelion the second! Just call your boy Parheely McNeely out here. Because I'm putting that shit in every fucking deck. Oh, God.
You want to move on to some sport talks or talk about what decks you've been working on?
Going on to some what? Sports talk?
Yeah.
It's fucking sports talk. Here we go. Just saw a preview for NBA basketball. That starts here in a little bit. Huh?
Honestly,
Huh? Houston Rockets? Huh?
what about the Rockets, Kyle?
Oh my God. Nothing. Just normal basketball games. Not gonna get excited about there. We're going out
They
there.
just leave their series 2-0.
Yeah, we're just focused and we're playing good basketball. I did, however, hear Charles Barkley say last night that James Harden is the greatest offensive player he's ever seen.
What? I mean, you don't feel like he says that about a lot of other players, but
No, because he said he listed other players. He listed Kobe and he listed Michael, but then he talked about the ability to go both ways. And then he said James Harden is the best offensive player he's ever seen. He said he's unstoppable. Yes, multiple times I've heard that.
for not wanting
all
to
the
see
season.
like the Warriors or get to the win again, I honestly would like to see your Rockets win it.
Teams that I wouldn't mind if they won it. First off, the Rockets, because that's my team. But if they don't win, I don't want anybody in the West to win it. Other than I wouldn't be too mad if Portland won, because Damian Lillard is a better player than Russell Westbrook. But he doesn't get credit for it because Russell Westbrook puts up a lot of triple-doubles and stuff like that. But if you look at the series right now, which is 0-2 in favor of Portland, Damian Lillard has been the best player of the entire series. And it's a better team than OKC with the hurt Paul George right now. Hurt Paul George don't help nobody. So, West Coast, I'd like to see Portland win it. However, on the East Coast, things that would be cool. It'd be kind of cool if the Bucks won. Because I feel like that'd shake things up a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
And they're currently leading 2-0 as well.
Giannis Antetokounmpo dunked the NBA regulation size basketball from one shoe inside of the free throw line in a fucking game last night, or 2 nights ago, folks. Not a dunk contest like Michael Jordan did and won at All-Star Weekend. He did the same dunk in a game and turned right around and got back on defense. He is, and it kind of sucks because they said Kevin Durant was the one to come over after LeBron James to be the greatest basketball player in the world, but they said he's getting passed up by Giannis right now. It's weird. He had another dunk where he posterized another is Thon Maker 7 foot? He posterized Thon Maker, who used to be on the Bucks too. But like, have you ever drove by in a neighborhood and seen like a 16-year-old brother outside playing with like his 9-year-old brother on a lowered rim and like just fucking dunking all over him? That's what that shit looked like. And Thon Maker is fucking huge. But his body bent in the air. And he threw it down on a guy who's 7 feet. Oh my, you had to, like, he made him look like a little kid, and Thon Maker is huge. Right underneath the basket. It was amazing. Sports talk.
How many jokes do you want to make about the Warriors blowing a 31-point lead?
31? 3-1?
Yeah.
3-1? 31?
Like, if all point totals they could have been up by.
It doesn't matter because there's a Warriors fan saying we're still the NBA champs and we're the best team, and they are right. Y'all just be blowing some NBA record-sized leagues. You also be setting NBA records and records set NBA records and three-pointers made in halves, in games, in seasons, and percentages. But offensively, you guys set some records, but then like blowing up some leads, Jesus Lord. And it's been that team too. Like, this is the same team. The same team that got you all them championships is the same team who blows these leads. And Patrick Beverly gets in Kevin Durant shit. Patrick Beverly, ex-Houston Rocket.
To bring up a team that's a favorite of yours you don't mention too often.
Who?
the Winnipeg Jets.
Oh! Oh!
Want to talk about that?
No.
Well, they're tied 2-2 currently.
Yeah, I know.
That's just where you want to leave it?
Yes.
We'll talk about it more if they win.
Please.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, I just thought I'd ask.
It shouldn't be a 2-2 series right now. That's all I'll say.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I just haven't heard you say much, and I saw how they were doing, so I was like, oh.
During the last podcast you recorded, it was on in the background.
Probably.
No, it was. I remember it.
Oh. For the record, the way we sit, I'm facing away from the TVs, facing our kitchen. Kyle's facing towards the living room with the TVs.
Damn straight.
All right. What decks have you been working on this week, Kyle? Since you put this in here and I did not.
No, you go first. I went first on a whole bunch of stuff. And stop making me go first all the time.
Well, somebody has to lead it.
Yeah, they do. But there's also 2 people here, and we're supposed to be a team. What if I have to pee? What if I need more beer? What if I need to stretch? My Apple Watch tells me I need to stand up and move. I gotta stand up for a minute. I'm going in the bathroom. I'm quit this podcast!
What the heck am I supposed to talk about right now?
Filling time!
I honestly don't know what to talk about. This Kyle's gonna be mad because I honestly really haven't worked on a deck, I would say, this last week. I've been thinking about ways to edit some of my decks with cards from more of the spark. Like adding in the Obnicholas Planeswalker and a couple other cards into Scarab God with milling, discarding, and then Ecuzar with that stuff. Or been thinking about cards I would build with Feather.
Star Wars sucks!
Not what I was
Indiana
talking
Jones
about,
is
but-
better. Fight me.
Okay, to quickly recap for you.
Huh?
So I would say I really haven't been working on a deck. I've been thinking about ideas like I normally do.
Oh my god.
I'm an idea guy when I build. I like work it all out before I finally build it. I don't build it and slowly keep working with it. Mainly what I've been doing though is looking at cards that I want to add to Scarab God and Ecuzar, like the new Obnicholas.
Who?
Obnicholas.
Who? Obnicholas, Obnicholas, it's a Nicholas with an R. Obnicholas, Nicholas.
Or cards I want to put in Feather.
Feather Nicholas.
No, Nick.
I can't do it. Can't do it.
Obnicholas cannot go in Feather because of Commander rules with color identity.
Racist ass bullshit. Yeah, I said it. Fight me.
What deck have you been working on then, Kyle?
Huh? What?
What deck have you been working on this past week?
Okay.
Since you actually build decks, play solitaire them, change cards around, solitaire them.
That's right. It touches my magical cards every day, folks. You should too. I've been working on Serac Dragon Claw. Bum, 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 bum.
What's Serac do? For those playing the home game and maybe aren't looking at
I believe Serac is 2, a red, a blue, and a green. Has flash.
Yep.
Serac Dragon Claw cannot be countered.
Yep.
Creature spells you control cannot be countered.
Correct.
Creatures you control have trample. Other creatures you control have trample.
And he is a 6/5.
He is a 6/5. 4/5.
Not bad. Now, I would say this is unusual for you, I would say. Just because I know you're sometimes picky about the starting CMC
Yeah.
of a commander.
Uh-huh.
The fact that the second time you play him, he's going to be 7.
Yeah.
So what, is it you're more fine with it because it has green in it so you can ramp and not worry about it as much?
That's part of it.
Okay. I'm just trying to get your logic. Like, I know, like, once you start hitting 5 CMC with commanders, you start questioning.
Other part of it is not being countered. So I'm getting a turn with it. Other part of it
What
is...
about once it resolves, they use a removal spell, though?
Huh?
I could still use an instant speed removal spell.
Yeah, you can. It would suck.
Yeah.
However, that's why you flash it in, so I do it on your end step. So
make sure I'm tapped out or
yeah. So I at least try to see upkeep with it. Yeah. I think third part of it is the rest of the deck is the same ish, or like I don't have to win with Serac Dragonclaw.
Okay.
Basically, like there's enough. I don't want to say bombs, but there's enough like combat and damage in there, and like board state manipulation that number one, it's fun to play. After we're done with this, that's the deck that I'll run against Robert and we'll record. But it's fun to play without the commander. It still runs without the commander. If I bring it out 2 times in a row and Robert either takes control of it or exiles it, Darksteel Mutations it, like, I don't feel like I'm sitting there focused on getting that back. I can still play the deck and still feel like I'm having fun and still feel like I'm making an impact on it. But I think that's why I like it, and I think that's why...
So your idea is maybe use him more as like a combat trick, like you've declared attackers, I've declared blockers, and then you're going to flash him in to give everything trample?
I have to deal with the fact that unless I can get protection on him, he's going to be dealt with.
But that would be your way to do it, because like...
No. I have to deal with the fact that unless I get protection on him, he's going to be dealt with. However, I have to have him out.
Yeah, but with Flash, I guess I mean, like, you can do it after blockers have been declared, and if the trampling you could get from it would cause me to lose the game, use him as a combat trick for 5 to win.
The only thing is, I have to have him out for multiple turns.
No, you don't.
To ensure that the other creatures that I want to attack with are the other creatures that I want to get on the battlefield, to make sure that my attacks go through are also on the battlefield. They don't get countered. So, like, I have to run the risk of getting it removed and, like, leaving it out there because, like, it does make getting the rest of my stuff out there, getting the rest of my board set up easier. So, like...
What makes you like not being able to be countered over having, like, hexproof, say, then? Because, like I said, like, after it resolves, I can usually spot removal if it doesn't have an ETB effect that blows me out.
That's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Like, one of my win cons in the deck is Craterhoof Behemoth.
Okay.
So, like, I have to have creatures out there. Yeah. I have to have ETBs. I have to have stuff that when other stuff enters the battlefield, things happen. Like,
I just know how you normally build. That's why I'm just trying to...
Well, yeah, and in the same way as a token deck, like, you have to, like, commit to, like, trying to go wide because, like, there's not too many ways. Especially in Commander, without, like, combat tricks and stuff, there's not too many ways to, like... jam 2 creatures down somebody's throat 1v1.
Yeah.
Like, they're gonna end up chump blocking it, exiling it, and, like, unless you have something else going on. I think I may have built this deck one time, like, after, like, getting a commander or something, like, shut down, or, like, seeing someone get a commander shut down and not being able to play and, like, realizing how frustrating that was, and, like, trying to come up with a deck that is just, like, yeah, I want my commander, but, like, I want my deck, too.
The most I can think about is when I punish Dutch with Sin Triplets and Zada. No, not Zada, but the... my ally deck with Tuk Tuk.
Oh, yeah. Tuk Tuk.
That's kind of what that reminds me of what you're thinking there. Like, seeing something kind of good.
Well, I mean, sometimes
I know that was a completely different scenario.
Sometimes it's easy
to that compared to what you're talking about, but
sometimes in a multiplayer situation, and like when you play in a play group with people and you start to learn their decks and their archetypes and you build for it, sometimes it just comes up that like a new deck that you built or a new deck that they've got going, you stack up so well against it that it just looks like you're coming at them, but it's just no, like.
Yeah.
My deck was not built with you in mind, but it was built with that commander in mind.
Yeah.
It sucks to be on the under end of that. Like,
I've
when
been there
someone's... You've done it to me before with Nekuzar and
I also remember one of the first times I played you with Nekuzar.
the card that makes you mill until you hit 2 non-land cards of different colors. I think the first time I played you with that deck, I had fucking Krinko. And like turn 5, I got milled out.
Oh, wait a minute. I didn't get you far. There's no way I could have milled you out on turn 5.
Yeah, you did.
No, because if you hit a land, it doesn't keep going.
What?
So I would have had to hit your lands at some point.
Well, I could have played Goblin Charbelcher.
Yeah.
Which I did.
My biggest memories, Nekuzar, one of your decks is when you first started Captain Sisei. And I was going to win very quickly. And I was like, nah, I'm going to let him see what his deck does. And I passed the turn. And in 2 turns, you went off.
That was... I think it's probably still why Toolbox is in my top, 3 favorite deck archetypes. We could talk about that on the next episode. But, yeah, just as, a personal challenge, each time you play, and, making the game different each time you play, and, the thinking aspect of it, having a Toolbox deck, it's fun. It can also be frustrating. It can also be slow.
What does it mean to be a Toolbox deck?
So if multiplayer Magic is a home or an apartment, and you have to be ready to fix basically anything in your home or apartment without calling maintenance or service, all the stuff that you would have in that toolbox that represents playing Magic, and the problems that you would run into, or the different archetypes that you would run into, you have to have an answer or a general tool for that problem that you can fix it without having to call on help in the multiplayer sense. Okay, if you're not going to get rid of that because it's only affecting me, I can put something down on the board that either affects everybody else in the same way, or makes it so that doesn't affect me anymore, or changes the game.
So the shorter version is you have an answer for everything in the toolbox.
No, you don't have to have an answer for everything, because that was a problem I ran into at first. Because then you'll never.
That's what it means to be a toolbox deck, is you basically have an answer for everything.
You have a tool for most of the problems that you run into in Magic, but you cannot build it to be the answer for everything, because then you don't have a win con. And my toolbox deck struggled with that for a long time. It just had answers, but it didn't have win cons. At some point, you do have to have creatures or shit that's going to smash somebody in the face with it, because then you just end up sitting there slowly bleeding to death.
Yeah.
Because you can strangle the game out, but if you can't put somebody away, you're gonna get to a point in your deck where, hey, I finally got that Decimate that Magic and shit told me to pick up. Fuck that, fuck that, fuck that, and that. I could play again.
Yeah. What's your beer of the week, Kyle?
Busch Light. No, I guess, yeah. I'm gonna give my beer of the week to Omnipolo, the Bianca. Peanut butter jelly lassie gose. I've been drinking a lot of gozes. The gozies. Little salty sour boys. It's an ale brew with peanut butter, lactose sugar, and strawberry raspberry jam.
Well, I'm glad you're not going into anaphylactic shock right now.
What? Oh, yeah.
So the person who has a peanut allergy can get away with peanut butter, but not knowing if it was crunchy or smooth that they used. Or if somehow the fermentation process stops it.
Be out here living, folks. Living. Yeah, it's delicious. What's your beer of the week, Baritone?
Gonna go with Big Grove Brewery's Red Wedding Wheat.
Red Wedding Wheat.
A fruited sour ale at 4.5%, brewed with blood oranges, plum, and lactose. And if you don't know the reference, and if you, I'll throw the can logo up on the screen, it's a reference to Game of Thrones, which I'm a fan of.
Go here.
That is in its final season, and we might be putting a little opinion recap audio up the next few weeks here with when I watch it with a couple other people that also watch it, which isn't Kyle.
Spoiler alert, people, fuck their aunt.
So you'll meet some other friends of ours on that, but yeah. Now I'm going to open one of the packs I bought today. Masters 25.
Masters 25. We're gonna get some good stuff.
We got...
What's inside?
We got the Kobolds of Kirk token. A foil uncommon. Undead Gladiator.
Ooh!
1 black, 3/1.
What?
Zombie Barbarian.
That's a thing.
With 1 a black, discard a card, return it from your graveyard to your hand. Activate this ability only during your upkeep. And he has cycling of 1 in a black, which means pay that. And then discard this card and draw a card.
Cycle that shit.
My rare is a gold card. Root-Thar the Unbowed. Agreed. 4 red green for a 6/6 legendary ogre warrior. Vigilance, reach, attacks each combat if able, and whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, he deals 6 damage to that player.
6 damage!
Ooh, we got a sword that uncommon. And a Swiftfoot boots. Some good stuff you can hit in this still, kind of, but...
Yeah.
Let's open up the other one.
Let's open up the other one!
See if it was worth the $10 per pack.
At this point, I think he's got to pull $13. Wait, $14 maybe.
Foil common. Court Hushar. 2 and a blue, 1/3. Bedelkin Knight. Vigilant. When you enters the battlefield, look at the top 3 cards of your library, then put 1 of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom in any order. When it enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless a plains was spent to cast it. Our rare is red. Fortune Thief. 4 and a red, 0/1. Human Rogue. Damage that would reduce your life total to less than 1, reduces it to 1 instead.
Trash.
Morpher, double red. You may play this card face down as a 2/2 creature for 3. Return it any time for its morph cost.
Those 2 packs were straight trash.
And we got the Sleeping Dragon as an uncommon. That's not too bad.
It ain't too good either.
And Brainstorm.
We got a brainstorm. Over here on the Quiet Night Magic Edition. Brought to you by NPR. Coming to you live on 85.6. Back to magic and stuff. Robert just opened some packs and let's just say we've had better days.
Especially compared to last week.
Yeah, last week was pretty good, but hey, it's the highs and lows of the season. Thank you for donating during our last weekend sponge drive.
Do you have any pack to open?
Yeah, my packs are sponsored by Laziness.
So that would be a no?
I said yes. Damn, bitch.
You said sponsored by Laziness, which means do you even have a pack then?
You said, do I have packs? And then I said yes. And then I said my packs are sponsored by Laziness. So I said yes once, and then I said my packs. How the fuck do you get that? I don't have packs out of that.
So how are they sponsored by Laziness?
Yeah, it's a question you should have asked, but you didn't ask that question.
I asked it around.
Oh, fuck, you didn't. About to play a song sponsored by the shit Robert's doing right now.
What's that?
Yeah, folks. Yeah, Stevie Nicks. This is only going to be available for a limited time, I feel like, because when they figure out that we're playing people's songs on this podcast, they're going to hit us with copyright infringement. But until they hit us with that copyright infringement, I'll keep making references and keep playing songs however the fuck I want to.
Why open your packs now?
Oh.
I'm only trying to limit it so people won't try to
Tell
copy
me my lies. You only trying to what?
So they don't try to copyright strike us.
You can't copyright strike me. Okay? It's impossible. It's fucking impossible.
Pretty sure they can't.
Nope. Don't even try it. You wasted your time, bitch!
You put your packs in the freezer?
No, I put my packs in the freezer. It'd be cool, though. Real cool. Huh? Get it?
Ice cold.
Ice cold, bitch.
Alright.
My packs are sponsored by Laziness. And Walmart's on the ability to have individual packs right now. So
How do you get packs today, Kyle?
I got a Planeswalker deck.
Ooh.
The Domri one. Which is cool because I'm going to put this Domri, my bad. I'm going to put this Domri in Serac. Gotta get ready to play, so.
I can dig it.
I'll do that. Alright. So. Yeah.
Planeswalker decks are ready to play 60 card decks out of the box that are meant for newer Magic players.
Look at this guy. This is off the dome, folks. They don't even work for Wizards.
They come with a foil Planeswalker that is already severely curled.
Give a fuck, bitch.
Within the deck has
Well, my card's curled. It doesn't fall down the same as the other ones. Man, shut the fuck up about that shit. Nobody gives a fuck. God, yeah, it's a little bit different and it looks weird. Guess what? It's still foil. It's cardboard. We play a children's game at the core.
When you try to sell it...
Yeah, all the cards are curl, bitch. Find the foil one from this set that ain't curl. Okay, then shut up. Put it in between a book if it makes that much of a fucking difference to you. Ooh, that shit pisses me off. Look, curl cards. Yeah, Magic's not the same anymore. No, it's not. Sorry.
If you change the deck up a little bit, it also includes 2 packs of whatever set it's for.
Yeah, he changed the subject real quick on that shit. This NPR version of live shit. This is my podcast. I can say whatever the fuck I want to. Fuck you and complaining about your cards being curled. Nobody cares. Shut up. Tell your girlfriend about your cards being curled. You got a girlfriend. Shut up. God. Man. You start making Magic cards then, sir. You get a job. You work there. You fix the problem. Okay. Because be talking on Reddit is not going to fix it. You still running out here and buying packs, huh? Alright then.
So what are you opening 2 packs of now?
Ravnica Allegiance on these hoes. Give me all the fucking curled rares out this bitch. Foil them up. Curl them out. Give them to me. Don't care.
You just open hit shocks or anything else?
What?
Shock lands or anything else you're open for?
Chromatic Lanterns all my life, sir.
That was in guilds.
Well, what am I looking for here then?
Shocks.
Don't tell me what I'm looking for. Because I could be looking for some other tithes, too. Right?
Or a long-term investment for Commander, I would say absolutely.
How much do you think Smother and Tithe is right now?
Oh, I know what it's at.
So long-term, trade that shit off tonight.
If you would have done it a while ago, you could be making a decent chunk.
You're talking about it's $10.
It wasn't always at $10.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. If you would have got it
No,
sooner,
I'm saying you didn't know what it was. Smother and Tithe was never higher than $10.
I never said that.
It is $10 now, so if I got one, I'd trade it.
No, I'm saying if you would have got in on it before it got there, like a while ago.
I have some.
I'm not saying you don't.
All right, then. Don't come at me, sir.
I'm not.
Don't come at me on our own podcast like the rest of the world.
Punch you in your penis.
Come on. Ah, he said penis, folks. Got him. Yes. The world comes around in full circumcised circle, people. Next week, areolas.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Spicy.
that's what she said. Oh, I do not want to hear this Fleetwood Mac song. This song is... Got to edit this out, but this song is sponsored by Killing Yourself. This song is ending your damn life.
Hey, Google, next song.
Yo, that shit worked. Hell yeah, thanks, dog. Google out here saving lives.
I don't know, sorry, it still kind of sounds depressing. Oh, we're better now.
Breeding pool.
Nice hit. Also, if you notice, Kyle likes to slow roll his packs to me. He looks through the commons and uncommons before he looks at his rare.
Well, why y'all going straight to the rare first? Damn, see?
Because that's why you buying the pack. You want to.
That's why your girl's not happy, because you don't be doing the foreplay right, people. You can't just be diving straight in.
Do your own way.
Yeah, let me go my own way. Damn. You can't even be happy for you, boy. Get in the breeding pool. This shit going straight in, Sariggity Rack. Sarat Claw. Just getting it.
No dragon, just claw.
Sarat Claw, bitch.
Sarat knee claw.
Sarat Claw and a Domry Smasher. No city. This is international Domry Smasher. Out here dealing 3 damage to any target, giving creatures I control +1/+1 in haste. Next pack. Oh, Hizada Officer! Man. In the podcast.
Slow drum roll.
For what?
That's
I will
how
open
slow
up
you
another
roll.
beer on y'all bitches and make everybody wait. I'll end the podcast and no one will even hear what I got. I won't open these packs for a year. And I'll sit it on a shelf and forget about it.
This is true. Play the fun game. Kyle, how long does it take you to open up a whole booster box of Magic cards?
About a week.
Why don't you just want to crack it and get value?
Because of the value's there either way. First off, 9 times out of 10, we're getting the booster box a week before it comes out. So, like, we can't sell the cards anyway that we get right away.
Fact.
So, me opening them all up, I just have to sit there and watch the value increase and decrease for a week. I normally get bundles, so I'm getting like a fat pack. I know it's not called a fat pack anymore. I don't care. But I'm getting a fat pack.
Well, you do get more boosters. Sometimes they're fatter.
Even fatter.
And cue the drum roll.
Unbreakable Formation. And a foil uncommon. Code of Constraint.
Yay for Azorius cards.
Yay for Azorius cards. Okay. Oh, and a Sphinx token.
Woo!
Sphinxes! Gotta sell some Sphinxes. Alright.
Sphinx is for you, Sphinx is for me.
Sphinxes make me pee.
And where does P come out of, Kyle?
Huh?
Where does P come out of?
The penis. All comes full circle. Folks.
See you next time.
Penis. Get it, Stevie, next!